Hello and welcome to the Killtocraft Podcast. I am Vanessa. This is episode 13, I think. You can find me on Instagram as Nessa Townley. You can find me on Ravelry as Killtocraft, and you can also find me on the Ravelry Group, which is Killtocraft Podcast. You can also find show notes there and on the blog when I get them up, which is www.killtocraft.wordpress.com. Hi! So I wasn't going to do an episode and it's getting really late, so it's a bit dark, so I've got my 2 candles to keep me a little bit brighter up front, so hopefully I won't set a fire to anything. So hi! I wanted to show you a few things before I actually get them finished, and I've got a feeling that if I wait until next week they will be completely done. And next week my partner is off of work and we might be going for a little bit of a Christmas shopping trip. Yay. I have no money because I've done my Christmas shopping, but it will be nice to go to Leeds and to have a nosy around all the shops, and you know, there's got to be a vintage market there as well, so I'll possibly catch up with that and have a nosy in some of my favourites like Paper Chase, and there's a independent magazine store there that I really love going to, so cross fingers I could save enough to maybe treat myself to a little present, but if not, I've got plenty of things to do. So we will start today's episode with some works in progress, and I'll start with the mittens that I'm making for Will because these are possibly going to be most likely finished soon. So this pattern is the Toast and Jam mitts. If you can see there. Have a beautiful light rib pattern, and then in the centre of the palm there's this section which is a garter stitch palm. And I've done both of Will's in the same colour. So I'm knitting this in the dropped lemur, which is this. And this is like a slightly lighter green than probably what you're seeing it. It's like a heathered green. It's a little bit khaki and it's a little bit kind of a spring green. It's a little bit in between, like a grassy kind of green, but it's gorgeous, really soft to knit with, you guys. This is like my favourite new yarn. It's like, it's so snuggly, it's soft, it's gorgeous, it's a thick DK, really nice and wearable. I'll just move the candles for a second while I show these. As you can see, the garter stitch palm and the running decrease which runs at the side. And the mitten pattern doesn't have fingers, but I added fingers for Will's mittens because after his operation with his hand, he started to realise they actually started to ache more in the winter with it being cold. So I've made some warm mittens for him. So that's these, and they are really warm, snuggly, and it's a alpaca and wool blend, so it's 65% wool, 35% alpaca. And I actually, the pattern calls for a 3.25mm needle, but his hands are about the same size as mine, maybe a touch slightly bigger. I decided to do it on a 3.5mm needle, and these have come out perfect for him, so that is great. So that's one, and I'm on to my second one. So I've just got the fingers to do. I'm on to the second finger. Basically all I'm doing is on the front, because your hand tends to have more stitches across the back of your hand than the front of your hand, because you have a little bit more shape around the back of your hand. So what I'm doing is, when I pick up my thumbs with my finger stitches, I'm putting 6 on the front and 7 on the back of the finger, and then I am casting on 2 at this side where your gap is, so, and then I'm picking up 1 stitch from the inside of the finger. It's turning out really nice. And then on the thumb, I used all of the stitches on the thumb and picked up 3 stitches on the inside of the thumb. But they're coming out lovely. Really nice. And the fit is beautiful on his hands, so that's great. So those were going to be a Christmas present, but when they're made, he can wear them because it's cold anyway, and there's no point in stopping him from wearing something that he'll benefit from. So that's those, and they've grown really quick, so I started those last weekend and they're nearly done. The next thing on my works in progress is really shameful, because last weekend, if I'd have shown you it, I'd have had more of my sweater on the needles than I do this week. Last weekend I had 15 centimetres of the body knitted, and of my Christmas shiny sweater, which is the Hitchcock pattern from the autumn issue of Pom Pom magazine, and it's done by Tin Can Knits. And I had to rip it back because I actually started the wrong size of the pattern. I technically am the second size of the pattern, but I wanted to cast on the size that the model is wearing because she's got the same bust measurements, and I wanted to have the same amount of ease in my sweater as she has, and I forgot about this when I casted on the body. Sleeves are fine, the sleeves are correct, but I'd knitted 15 centimetres of this sweater before I realised, and there's 43 centimetres up to the armhole, so I wasted my time knitting a third of the body and then had to rip it back and start again. So this week I haven't really made much progress. I casted it on to make sure it was on, and I did the ribbing, and I stopped because I was working on Will's mittens. So once those fingers are done, I'll be back onto this. I'm so disappointed with myself with this, because I always seem to do this. I write on the pattern which size I am working on, so I'd put at the top 3rd size. Well, the body starts on the next page. So when I turned over the page, there wasn't anything that indicated a 3rd size, and I went and casted on by accident the 2nd. So yeah, so now I've actually underlined the 3rd size on the pattern on that page, just to make a future note for in case I mess up again. Foolish. Just gotta take a sip of my tea. Got my Christmas mug again. I'm drinking licorice and peppermint tea, which is lovely. One of my favourites. So the next project that I haven't worked on for a few weeks now because I've been busy getting everybody else's things ready and done is the Beezy hat, which I know that Mina from the Knitting Podcast had started. Well, this is mine. So it's coming on quite well. I'm using a grey and a teal. Don't know if you can see the grey and the teal. So can't see it very well on the opposite side, so I'll just keep it on this side to show you. But yeah, so it's coming on quite well. Nice, it's working out, having not much trouble. I'd say that it's quite an advanced pattern because the brioche increases and decreases to make this these curved shapings in the pattern, and I got this when this was a free pattern, but I believe it's now an actual paid for pattern. And this is by, I'll show you a picture, you might be able to get a better view from the pattern picture. So this is it, and this is, she's put a skill level medium. Katrine Schubert is the designer of the Beezy pattern. I'm using King Cole's Baby Alpaca, which I actually had in my stash, and I balled it up from a previous project that I didn't really like that much and thought I could find something better for that. And I've had it still sat in my stash for a good year or so and decided that now was the time, and of course cold weather is coming, so this will be gorgeous when I get it finished, and I can't wait because I've got a feeling this is gonna be rocking, you guys. And I'm hoping I might have another a bit left so I can make a pom-pom from the top, because I've got a feeling this will look cute with a pom-pom. All hats look cute with a pom-pom, right? So that's what I've been knitting recently, and I haven't really got anything else on my needles, which is a little bit disappointing, but I will, once I've got a few things going, I will hopefully be starting on some new socks. I'm dying to cast on socks. I don't know whether I mentioned this last podcast, but I have got maybe 2 or 3 complicated pattern socks that I want to actually start. I want to actually start some plain socks because I've got sock blanks in my knitting, my sock yarn drawer, which is here, and that sock yarn drawer is full, you guys, and I haven't casted on any socks in 2 months. I really need that just like little project for when I'm watching telly and things like that, not stuff that seems to be hard work. The next thing that I've been working on is some spinning. So, isn't it good I get to show you something different that I'm up to? I haven't shown you any spinning since I first started my podcast. But I'm using the bat that I got from Spin City, that I got from Yarndale. Look at this squishy cushion of fluffy fibre. So this is from Spin City, and this is the Neptune bat, which I bought. And I'm so excited. I never actually thought that I'd get to the point where I could actually spin fibre and ply it at the same time. I have actually gotten to that point. I'm so excited. It's like some positive progression. I'm going to move the candles a little bit further away so I don't set fire to anything. But look, you guys, I'm plying my yarn. Oh. So, you can see that like right here, it's all plied. There's some singles at the bottom here, and where I've wrapped it around because I'm spinning up some more singles to work on the rest of it. And a lot of this is actually dark at the minute, but underneath was a bit more of the mint green that was in the actual bat. So you are kind of missing out on the gorgeous sea green colours. I think that next time I podcast, it'll probably be more morning time, so you'll probably get to see the colours a bit better. I'm hoping to maybe take this outside and get an actual daylight photo of it, because the colourways are gorgeous. The colour is just gorgeous, and it's filled with all sorts. Is this bat? I can't actually remember. The episode that I bought it, I think I mentioned what it entailed in this bat, and there are so many different fibres blended together that it's hard to explain, basically. But I'm plying on the fly, which is a new method to me, and it's very exciting. If any of you have recently watched Kristen from the Vullen Vine podcast, she has a little tutorial. Well, it's not even a tutorial, it's more of a how I spin kind of video. And she shows you how she drop spins. Now, I knew how to drop spin, but what hadn't occurred to me is how she drafts, which is she holds the yarn and drafts from here and pulls it down. Well, I tried that method, and my drafting now is 10 times easier and better than it ever was. So thank you, Kristen, because your advice, just you showing, advised me how to practice what I was doing that little bit better. And now my singles are coming out a lot thinner than they were. As you can see there, coming out quite nicely consistent as well, which I'm super impressed by. So thank you very much. And if any of you are interested in watching that video, go over to the Yangasm podcast. I think I just said Vine podcast. You all probably know what I meant anyway, because I'm sure all of you do watch Kristen, because she's amazing. I'll give myself a bit of light again. So yeah, I'm really excited. So I've started this up, and I've been doing this every so often on an evening when I've gotten back from work. And I've been really enjoying it. So the next thing I wanted to show you was my lovely friend Jessica of Knit Gizmo Makes sent me a little package in the week, and it was kind of a package I think to perk my spirits, because I think quite recently, over the past month or two, I've had a little bit of hard time at work and things, and you guys know about that. Things are picking up again though. And she kindly sent me a little gift package to cheer me up, and it entailed chocolates and tea and a little mini skein for my blanket, which I can't wait to add in because I think it's Skein Queen, and it feels so soft. And she sent me a little notepad, Day of the Dead, which is so cool. Got his little scully face. And then she sent me a gorgeous Knit Gizmo Makes bag. How cute is that? And it's got little catfishy bones on it. Like it's just been eaten. So sweet. So, this bag is adorable and gorgeous. So nicely made. Beautiful fabric. A gorgeous zipper pull, which is made out of like wood and has Knit Gizmo Makes actually printed on. If you can see that. Don't know if it's actually zooming in properly on. But yeah, how beautiful is that? So gorgeous. And interfaced really nicely. The stitching is beautiful. It's just so nicely made. And Jessica has a store over on Etsy, which is obviously, as I say again, Knit Gizmo Makes. So go and check her out, because she's got some lovely project bags, and this is just so neat and cute. I love this. So thank you, Jessica, because I kind of knew you were intending on sending me something. I didn't know when, and I didn't really know what you were sending me, and this is super cute. Thank you so much. I think this will be my my carry socks to work project bag when I get a new pair on the go. So thank you so kindly, and do check out her Etsy shop. She's got some lovely bags in there, and totally nice. And what I love most about this zipper pull as well is you could use it as a progress keeper, because it's got a lobster claw in it, which I think is really great. So thank you, Jessica, because it's lovely. So sweet. Next thing that I have to show you is a parcel that I received, a bit postage, because I sent a swap package a while back to Kemper of the Junk Yarn podcast, and she completely spoilt me rotten. So she sent me some sweets. I'll try not to rattle too much. One of them was something that was apparently more of a Southern American thing, which is called a moon pie, which honestly, Kemper, if you are watching, did not last long. I wolfed that thing back. I almost inhaled it. It was so good. It was like a marshmallowy cake. It was amazing. But she sent me some Halloween treats, which I love this. This is supposed to be a chocolate chip cookie in a tin. It comes in its own tin with a with a skeleton boy on it. How cool is that? I love tins as well, so this is awesome. That's going to keep some stitch markers in there. And then she got me some zombie bones and brains sweets, which are really cute. They are awesome. Can't wait to try those. And then she completely spoiled me because she got me some Trader Joe's tea, which is caffeine free harvest blend herbal tea, which looks really great, and it's got a cheeky fox on the box. Ooh, I'm a poet and I don't know it. So this has cinnamon, ginger, hibiscus, cinnamon and apple flavours. It sounds gorgeous. Chamomile roasted chicory and orange peel. That sounds so tasty. Can't wait to try that one. And then she sent me a little package of minis in these cute little bags as well. They look like sweets. So those are my yarn candies for my blanket. I also got, I was looking for a Hello Kitty tin so I could send her as well, and I couldn't find one, but I got one in return, which is adorable. Look at it with his little moustache. So that is awesome. And she sent me this Knitting Notions yarn, which is hand-dyed yarn. And it's their classic merino superwash sock. So this is gorgeous. I don't think you're going to be able to properly see it, but there's like there's khaki greens that goes into more of a burgundy-ish purple, and over here it starts to slightly change into like a corally, slightly orange colour, and there's like little hints of brown in there. Ah, it's so autumnal. You can't really see the benefit of it in this light, and I don't think me holding my candle near it is really going to be a good idea, but yeah. But thank you, Kemper, because this is beautiful. Really, really loved the package. Everything is gorgeous. It really, really surprised me as well, because when I got home, I had 2 boxes waiting on the stairs for me, and one was a box of tea that I'd ordered 3 packets of tea, one for me, one for my friend at work, and one for Lara of the 4 Knits, because I was sending her a Christmas box, which is sent today. And so in there was like 3 boxes of tea, and then there was another box, and I was like, oh my god, I've got 2 big parcels. I got quite excited, even though I was kind of expecting them both. I just wasn't expecting them on the same day. So that was quite nice. So that cheered me up, because I think that day I was having a good day, but for some reason I'd gotten myself into a slump partway through the day, and I just kind of wanted to come home. So that was really nice to return home to. So that was lovely. I don't think I've got anything else to show you now. It was kind of a quick episode. I just wanted to say hi and get something out there in the open. And I wasn't up to much, so I thought I'd share what I've been doing and having a little bit of a chatter with you guys. So I hope you are all well. I want to say a thank you as well to all of you guys out there for coming and watching the podcast and coming back and keeping sharing and liking and joining in the knitting group over on Ravelry, because it means a world to me, and I appreciate everything, and I love to hear from you all, so thank you so very much. I'm going to carry on drinking my herbal tea, and I'm probably going to pop off now and do some knitting. So I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye! Try not to burn my arm on the candle. Bye!